looks like my previous video cut off because I was tinkering with my phone. So like I said in my previous video, let's start getting those earrings done. And I do hope that you will watch the previous videos as well. So for this earrings, I'm going to work with the garnet. I just love the stone. It has such a beautiful wine red color. Just gorgeous. And I love the shimmer and the shape. I think it's gonna look very nicely. It's gonna give me that dangling earrings effect that I'm looking for. And we're gonna work with, they're called champagne earrings. And I'm gonna go with this ones. And I love them. I think they're just so pretty. They have this Arabian Nights vibe to it. Just this gorgeous Middle Eastern accent. Even in a way it can be even called Indian accent as well. And I just think it's gonna look so nice with the garnet. Just gonna be a beautiful combination. And on top of it, it's dangling earrings, which is going to increase its bold factor. It's definitely going to stand out. So let's get started. So we're gonna work on creating this part first, where I'm gonna hang on the garnet. Now, let me find what I would like. So I am debating whether to add 2 pieces or 1. I think I'm gonna go with 2. So we're gonna need 6 of these guys. So you can see it has a little hook on the end of it. Okay, so we're gonna need 6. So let's see. 2, 3, and 3 more. And I'm picking the longer ones since I'm going to put in a couple of the beads. No, let's see. I think on this part, I'm actually gonna put 1 bead, the longer shape garnet, and the other part like this, we're gonna put either 2 or 1 garnet beads. We'll see which one looks better. So now that I have my 6 pieces to work with, let's start with the beading. We're gonna need 6 of those. Just going into my little box with garnets. So, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just 1 more. Now let's grab our garnet beads. Now we're gonna go for the smaller ones because I think that just looks nicer. And I do have a various size of them, so I'm just playing with the idea of which one I want to use. Because I certainly want it to be smaller. I think we're going to stick with this size. Yes, I think I'm going to do this size. I think it's just a nicer combination of those two sizes. I'm just pulling out more beads. Okay, and I should have enough of the smaller ones. Okay. So let's start with this piece. It looks like that this one doesn't have a very good hole in it. There we go. So I'm gonna use one of these puppies to actually give me a nice looking, elegant, professional looking loop. That's what we have. You can see it has a nice finish, it looks professional, and we're just gonna tighten it. Okay, and now we are going to grab one of this. And we're gonna use this again. Again, we have this nice looking professional loop. Now I am thinking maybe go a little bit shorter on here, so I'm going to take it off and just do another one. And while we're at it, let's grab more of this, because we are gonna need 3 of this. Okay, so 1, 2, and I do have a shorter ones as well. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, See if we can find another long one. Looks like I'll need to restock. There we go. On my supplies eventually for this particular part that I need. A little bit crooked, so we're just gonna straighten out this part, and again we only need it to get through the bead. Then we're going to do this again, because I really do want it to be shorter. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it made the loop. So now we're going to take this part and we're going to attach it together. Then I'm gonna tighten the loop. And let's organize this a little bit so it's not in the way. And we're gonna take one of the rings. Let's see, and I think we're gonna go with the smaller size to connect those two, and then bigger size when we connect to the clasp itself. And this one can be tricky. The trick to get it in right first time is to go slow. And another thing, I forgot to include an introduction video before, just when I was telling you guys a little bit about myself and my journey to this point. I am a first generation Armenian, and to have something of my own like that, it actually very inspiring for me, because as a first generation American, I want to make something that I can be really proud of, and something that my family can be really proud of me for doing. And I know my mother is so excited for me and for this to turn out a success. So it's all not only my dream that I'm pursuing, but it is my mom, who's my cheerleader on the side, that put in so much time and helping me with my health issues so I can start doing this. That really became part of this dream. For both of us, are so excited for me to have my own web store up, and she is rooting for my success. So I want to say thank you, Mom, in this. And again, thank you for those of you who are continuing to watch my videos, and thank you so much, and hello if you're new to my channel, and I hope you will watch this entire video and look forward to my new ones. Anyway, let's get back to work, shall we? Now we're gonna take this part. And it is much more delicate work because I am working with something that is much smaller, as you can see, when it comes to the ring itself. So it is a delicate work, definitely. And we're going to stick it. And let's switch for smaller pliers, because it's just easier to work with them when you're connecting things together. Like I said, delicate. It's definitely tricky, but we shall persevere, right? And I'm gonna take my other pliers and we're going to close the ring. Like I said, this one takes a little bit of finesse, and there we go. And then I'm just going to tighten it, just to be on the safe side. There you go. And we already have one of our dangling parts. Then we're going to take and I'm gonna use a bigger ring this time and attach it. So I'm gonna use one of this, the size wise. And we're just gonna put several on here since we're gonna be using them on others as well. And this one is a little bit easier to work with because the ring is bigger. Take the ring. Looks like we need to open this a little bit bigger. There we go. And we're gonna close it. Tighten it. And now it's a repetition of the process. Get it as close as possible. That one is a little bit too wonky, so to make it easier, I'm just gonna take it off. And again, tighten it. So now looks like that was one of the long ones, but with the different, without the loop. Right. And one more. So now we just need to put those on here. And we're gonna need one of those again, this size of the loop. You have to be much more careful when it comes to this sides, I mean. Tighten it a little bit and to the next one. Once again, repeat the same process. We're actually gonna do bigger loop on this one. So we just need to get this tightened. Okay, that one we're going to take off because we actually need a bigger size to go on here. Let's find where it came together, the loop itself. All right, there we go. It is a tight space to work with, though it might take me a few tries. There we go. So now the loop itself we're gonna keep and just tighten it up again. There we go. And like I said earlier, I'm gonna use the bigger size. I have this style, and let's see. style. I'm not sure I have that one in gold. Let's take a look. Oh, we're gonna go with this style. So again, we're gonna lose a bit bigger. We're gonna use a bigger ring. We can open it today. There we go. Let's get a few more since we're gonna need a few of them to finish the earrings. Now it looks like if I do this, you can see it's not going the way we want to. So we're gonna add in a small ring on here to go with the big one. Gonna switch to the smaller pliers too. It's just a little bit easier to get the ring on here that way. Okay, we have our ring. Okay, now we can tighten it. Looks good. We're going to... I don't quite like the look of this one, so I'm gonna use a different ring. So I guess another thing with those small rings, it is sometimes harder to open, but we're gonna use, there we go. So let's use a different one, because like I said, I don't quite like the look of it. So we're just looking where the ring pulls apart. through here. Again, tighten it. Good. Now let's just straighten out a little bit. There we go. Now we can add this in. And as you can see, it looks correct. It looks correct now. Tighten it a bit again, and there you go. You have a set of the gorgeous dangling earrings. Aren't they beautiful? I love this combination of gold and dark red. It's so shimmery too. It looks very elegant and classy. It instantly takes you to the night look. So we're gonna do the same thing with the second one. Looks like we need to straighten this one a little bit. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter, just because it's going to be easier to work with. And I thought I want this, I think I want this a little bit shorter than this. So we're going to grab another. See if I can find the one that's a little bit straighter. There we go. Oh, where did you go? There we go. Okay, done with this one. I need one more of those babies. You should have more. Sometimes they don't make the holes the same all the way through, which is really frustrating. We find the one that we can actually get straight. And on this one, we're gonna make things a little bit easier for ourselves. And I'm gonna do this. I just need to tighten this. Okay. And I am excited for the finished product, you guys. I think you're gonna love it as much as I will. I can already see the design fully, and it's just gorgeous. Now I can, if I can stop. Shaking on my hands, which is not always easy because I do have that neurological disorder. So tremors in my hands are pretty much normal, and hard tremors for me. Hands, that's why you saw a couple of things flying. Couple of the little loops that just got out of my hands and flown a little bit. And they're on the floor, so we'll get them off of it after. Mm. 3, and I might need, looks like we forgot to do one more. Well, I forgot to do one more. I keep saying we because I feel like you guys are with me creating this, so just easier for me, natural for me to say we at this point. I don't like this one, so let me switch to a different one. Might have to do a little bit of taking just a tad of it off just to work. Working with it would be easier if I did. Okay, so we're gonna do this. There we go. And oh, here's my third one. And yet I just made another one. almost done. Alright, the other one is done. So here's the end result. I'm gonna put this on this plate for you guys so you can see better. So here's how they look. Aren't they beautiful? I love it. It has so much flair to it. Those are gonna be featured on my web store. I would, if you guys want to purchase, please go on there. Thank you for all your support. Even if you don't purchase, I still very grateful for you to watch this video. Even if you watch like 2 or 3 minutes of it, I'm still very thankful to you all. and I'll keep you posted on more more things added to my inventory, and I keep uploading the videos. All right, love you all, bye. And again, thank you so much.